hard to get into the complexity of what humanity will be boiling up and over with the changes that are just going to continue. You know, people are. It helps to know astrology, doesn't it? Because it just points at the possibility. Well, let's just say, and you don't have to say. It's like, no, I actually noticed people are getting a little strange. The cosmos comes through, and you can get kind of screwed the fuck up if you're not. First of all, you're not handling the truth right. Which, let's just set that aside. Nobody knows what that means. But say, yeah, handling the cosmos and the things that are coming through. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do to feel better? I mean, do I keep going down this road, or do I listen to how I actually feel? You know, I mean, do I do the mentality of it, or do I do the request that my body is saying is like, fucking enough of this? And even, you know, how about the red flag thing? You know, this thing that happened with this person is bound to happen to everybody. For me, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to know anybody yet. Fuck people. Who's ready to know people in the first place? You know, you give people a chance. Okay, I get red flags from you, babe. When you're all over my page and slathering up on me up and down, and then you say, "Oh, wait, I didn't mean to. I don't want to anger you or anything." It's like, well, how are you going to anger me? I trip out on people that, yeah, they find me and they say, they just look what I found, and they just fucking jump up and down in my pool and the way that I create and stuff, and call me in the morning and me and get on my private messages. It's like, all right, okay, yeah, sure. No, that's not that's not really on the thing I'm doing. No, don't drag me into. You know what I mean? It's like, well, why is this happening? Why? Why is this happening? If anything, FB should have been a watering system where if you have 500 friends and you say, all right, I need my $2 now, they all send $2. Do the math. You get $1,000 there. Now, I'm not being a stupid, because guess what I would do if I had money? If I had it, they will request from me, we need our $2 now. Oh, that's it? Yeah, because why? They're going to make their $1,000 and over there, and just keep doing that. Why doesn't that make sense? I don't know, whatever. That's all long gone. Long gone. Everybody's trained to fucking starve each other out. By the enemy. They said, this is the way you do it. Save money. And don't put it over there. Donate over here. Yeah, pay taxes to this fucking, and forget the fucking people who are just like taking the chance right around you saying, I don't know, really. I know to a lot of people, they think I sound like a Charles Manson and I'm just about ready to put some LSD in everybody's soup. And they're like, nah, you'll see a refining of myself. I know how the process we are going through. I don't know if this thing's even fucking recording still. The process that we're going through, each and every one of us as organisms. See, me, I realize, like, I'm just somebody who knows that I'm visiting this human biological experience. I'm not my body. The concoction that created me is of biology. I'm experiencing all of that memory and all of its trauma and all of its things that we think we have to work out and stuff. I'm just watching it. And having said that, busting through, like seeing, wow, and so, but what are we doing here? What are we really doing here? Well, I'm here to tell you that let go of that thing that you thought that you were. I mean, your mother and father and all that shit. That if you ever really thought about the phenomenon of these people bumping into each other and mating, and you're made up of all, you don't know where the fuck you are after a while, especially. Say, like, if you were an Indian, and then, like with me, I have a little Indian in me. There's people that are African, Chinese, fucking, who the fuck are you now? Where are you? You're certainly not that physical fucking biological glitch. I'm talking so serious that I'm so glad that I got rid of so many people that are like, all those people that took the injection, the C19 injection. Rudolf Steiner wrote material on this future concoction that a compound that they would be able to make. That just, my way to explain it is that it sends people into their bodies more, and the vanity of their skin and the material world. Their egos. Their egos. They're just locked there. There's a lot of distortion on the outside. You know, they're not very telepathic, and it's just this. They're we don't know how that science would work where they would be frizzle frazzled. It distorts connection enough. They said, Rudolf Steiner said, a compound to insert into the human blood, an injection that will, he says it better, but I'll try to say it as best I can. I know you don't want to hear this. That it takes away the curiosity of life, like where you really come from, the connection to God, like if there is one, that whole thing, like if there is, what is the truth? Like really the way that you would be spiritually oriented, all gone, all gone. And if you can imagine, they don't have to give you that injection, but if they can get it to you, just in case you're not being beat to a fucking pulp all your fucking beginning days and ripped your fucking freedom apart and sit down and eat your green beans, then the injection will just take care of all of that. And you're like, you know what? I think I got it down. I'm going to make $5,000 in one day because listen to the Audible girl. And then you notice, like, you know what? If you're listening to me, baby, you're fucking hanging on to this. Did you notice a change in people? And the thing is that the human organism, because if it's, it's pumping red blood and it's in connection, it's trying to be in connection with the universe, it has the capability of overcome and healing and stuff, but are they not? Do they? See, what I notice is like people's eyes turned black. Did you notice that? One day it's like, what is coming through people now? So watch for it now. Coming more and more people are going to bloom, and you're going to see it more just right there on the fringes. It could be one day, and then the next. It could be just night and day. You have it under your roof, and you're like kicking it out, and parasitical. And that being preyed upon that way, how did that happen to mankind? To plan on that kind of staggering out really was so systematic. Did you notice that? How that it was like, oh really? Now you're going to advertise, and just the social media started getting more and more controlled, right? And just now let's advertise vanity more. You see like these fucking mental cases up there, perfectly fine young people talking about getting Botox. Oh, it's just such the thing to do, because you have some creases right here, and what the fuck? This is what happened. Is like it just increased this madness of like, no way, we were supposed to graduate up out of that immaturity, spiritually, mentally, physically, everything. Really? Really? Now it's just a big catering service to these fucking people who are, boom, like the best way to explain it, babes, like anything else, is like you have been put a helmet on you. They are saying that this infiltration, if you got it in there, the metals and stuff, the piezoelectric nanoparticulate matter is interacting with the EMF waves now. This is not a mythical thing. If you're not practicing higher vibrational frequency, which is love, that's the highest vibrational frequency. You can fucking do figure eights around these EMF waves. You can. The millimeter microwaves, you can do figure eights around them. You'd be like, whoo! Man, I sure feel it today. But it's not going to sneak up on you like it will other people. Other people are sick. Everybody is affected by the EMF waves in their bodies. I hate to, see, this is the thing you don't do, but they know how to do it, and other people are like these idiots that do it. They say, And I notice some people are stopping to do it. It's like, you know what? I can tell that you have a cold today. So what they don't do is they say, by the way, I got a sore throat last night and I'm just breaking my fever. You know, please excuse me. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Because people start feeling that you hit them with that illness. That's what they did with the advertising. I know it sounds insensitive. It's like, you don't want to be there for people. No, that's not what I said. Especially if you're an entertainer and you're aiding something and it's just strangers out there. Fuck off. First of all, don't go out there and associate if it's a real 3D situation. But what does the narcissist do when they get sick because they never really experienced anything like that? Well, first of all, they have to take a break from people. You know why you got sick in the first place? And this is not a fucking lie. This is not a lie. I can go on and on like this. This is the truth about influenza. First of all, do you know what the word means, influenza? It's a Chinese word. It means the influence. The influence. Guess what influences you, people? See, when you're a kid, the reason why kids get really sick all the time is because they're around each other too much. This is what I mean. You have to get away from each other and grow up. You can't be constantly influenced by each other's minds and how you keep each other locked in fucking sheer stupidity. Eventually, God is going to give you an illness and says, now take a break. You have to take a break from fucking what you think you are to these people. But these people don't know this. They don't know that this is the truth. This is the truth. So you have to take a break from people. And then what do? You have to take a break. They don't. Fucking idiots. I've known all around me that, especially when they get sick, they just think it's time to pump up the volume because the way they feel, they don't know how to sit with it. They don't know how to sit with it and then grow up out of it and say, you know what, I feel so. And if you ever notice yourself when you get those illnesses, you're working on stuff. You're working on shit. This could be just blowing hot air on my ass, and it is. Really, you don't judge highly creative people that when they start vibrating with energy, that they entertain. You know, that they stimulate other people to think deeper about something. You know, I have had more people come to me and say, fuck, you have done nothing but showed me something more than I was being able to think. When I get that like 20 times out of like 5 people who say, to me, it's unfortunate, whatever, I don't care. Do you think I'm going to dwell on the 5 people? Hell no. Hell no. And I'm not even concerned with that. Babes, I've been concerned with this kind of thing of influencing people in a good way. Really just to make, I say, I'm not interested in you. I'm interested in my piano. Or gardening. Wow, the door just opened on its own. I have entities here that, it's hard to tell what they're trying to convey nowadays, except for that they are here. You know, call me crazy and watch me shut my door. You see, we're at a vital time right now where everybody's judging people, right? And especially, you know, you're outnumbered. But like I said, they're not more powerful than those that radiate, say, if they just take all their clothes off and say, what is your fucking problem? They would run away. They run away. You just be as transparent as you can and radiate love and be authentic. And eventually they fade away. They have troubles that will come up. They won't be busy with trying to bring you down, you know. Just minding my own business here, that's all.